and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. And take me home tonight. I'll let him drink this something now. In another episode of Tristan Does Not Know the Lyrics to any song whatsoever, I'm thrilled to once again be sitting in the chair of cheer and operating whatever this little silly show continues to be. And I will forever love it, and I'll love you guys. And the time that we cherish together, chair-ish. Huh? So poetic. Wordplay. It's awesome. Now, before we go anywhere, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this obstruction of justice, this absolute unit of a nuisance, getting worse? And for the audio-only listeners, this light that I've continued to, honestly, impressively avoid fixing for the past 6 weeks, it started off with just a little bit in frame, and somehow it's continuing to get worse and worse until it just takes over the whole view. So the light of my life is, becoming my darkest freaking void of pain. And I keep avoiding that. And I don't know what that says about me, but I'm going to keep doing it. So anyways, guys, always happy to be here. Life's going well. I got to tell you, as we end August, that was a fall air freshener, okay? Perfect timing. Spiritual, that acted as an agent of not necessarily karma, but wisdom and a segue. As we end August and we roll into September, I gotta tell you, I'm feeling these fall flurries, the leaves not necessarily beginning to change color, but if you look at them just right and you pretend hard enough, you can feel it and you can see it and you can just I'm jonesing for pumpkin candles and some pie, some cookies, and spirals as football kicks into gear, man. And I know people like to go, it's too early, you can't do that, it's technically still... Hey!
I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
I don't care what you feel, man. September is a fall and autumn month, and I'm excited, dude. I can't wait, and we are right there. So everybody, forget the shorts, forget the t-shirts, sweaters are rolling in, thick cargo pants, actually just jeans. I have no idea. I don't really know what fall pants are supposed to be, but get cozy, okay? Because it's happening, and I could not be more excited, okay? And it's getting cooler. Finally, I didn't realize that I've accidentally left the AC on. Just another one of these issues in the past couple episodes. So there's just a in the background, which is a slight hum, and I would like to apologize unless you found that slightly soothing, that there's like a little bit of an ASMR, a little white noise underneath the ramblings of a white man. So it was a little bit annoying listening to that back on my end. So I fixed that. But we did blast it. It's cool. It's calm. Oh, man. Life, dude. Isn't it amazing that as life begins to die, that life rises? The trees begin to wither away and they go, can't no more. I can't. And they fade away and they release, it's like they charge up these beautiful leaves, and there's so much beauty in death. Oh my gosh, dude. If I was a poet, I would do something with that. But all I can say is football rules. So pretty stoked on that. My current biggest nuisance right now, outside of, again, freaking light, is my hair. And I am at the precipice, the top, the end of the road where I have to have my hair out for a project. And I can't wait to get it cut. And here's the issue, man, is that I go out into the world and I go, I need to get a haircut. And people go, no, it looks good. And I go, I didn't say it looked bad. But the way you're saying it implies that it doesn't, So I don't really appreciate that. And I feel like they don't think it looks good, but they're also trying to keep me to maintain it. And I don't know if that's because you guys truly believe in the awesomeness that is me, and you're trying to hold me down, but that's not friendship. And people keep saying that to me left and right. And if I don't look good, just say that, okay? I have plenty of things going for me. But my hair is it's bothering, dude. I'm not somebody that can have, when it gets so long and it begins to kind of curl. And don't get me, again, I think it looks nice. There's a certain majesty in the way that my hair just cascades, and I'll own that, and I'll admit that. But as more of a strong silent type and just ultimate masculine presence, I don't know if I feel comfortable just looking so good all the time. So we will see. We will see. What's going on with me currently, dude? I had another marketplace beef. Okay, circling back. I mentioned it kind of jokingly when I told the selling the truck story. I was like, I got a desk to sell. I really was selling a desk, and people were coming and going, and nobody was really biting. And finally, we make an arrangement. This lovely lady, I want the desk. It looks perfect. This will be everything that I need. And I say, perfect, because it's here and I'm ready to sell. We arrange a date, a time, a location. She gets off work early. She gets her husband to leave work early. They drive all the way to my place, but I'm not here. I forgot about it, okay? I somehow ghosted these people. They spent their time and their effort and their money and their gas, and I forgot about it, okay? And it kind of just really reinforces that dating connection I was talking about with Marketplace. I ghosted them. I straight up just feeling avoidant. I was like, I'm not going to forget about it. I got better things going on. And she's blowing up my phone. I'm not even in the area, okay? Not even in the zip code. And I go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I felt terrible. Good guy alert, okay? Because I have a soul. I'm more than just a beautiful head of hair. And I start running, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I forgot. I lost track of time. Yada, yada, yada. Excuses. I was just at the store getting candy. But I really did feel bad. And then I just say, you know what? You can just have the desk. Have it for free. I'll take it apart. It'll be ready. Come and get it whenever you feel like. We'll set up a new date, a new time. I apologize. I dropped the ball. Let me make things right, okay? Let me act as your agent of karma to reestablish peace and tranquility in the world so that you can have your desk. So she sets up a date and a time and a place, and it's going to be for free, and I'm taking it apart, and everything is, you know what, I'm going through the steps, and I'm righting my wrongs. And then she doesn't show up for me. What? How? And why? And I know I did it first, but I still couldn't help but feel slighted because the offer I put on the table. I know I ghosted you first, but babe, let me take you back out, make it sweet. And now she doesn't show up, and I was like, we're going laser tag. Sky Zone, we're going to get tiramisu. It's going to be beautiful. And then she doesn't show up. And I'm right, hey, is everything okay? Because I got places to be, but I'm waiting by the door. I'm looking my best, feeling sharp. Told all my friends about it. And I was so ready, one, to just get rid of this desk in general, but two, to make amends. And she doesn't come. So I'm blowing her phone. No answer, no answer, no answer. Well, how about that? So, days go by, people, they come and they go. And finally, I get another nice lady who wants to purchase it, and she's an older lady, and she sends me the money beforehand. I go, oh my gosh, okay, you know what, I'll take it apart. I'll deliver it to you, ma'am, if you want it. And I sell the thing, and I feel fine doing that because the other lady didn't care to show up anymore, all right? I had made amends, and I wasn't rewarded with anything, and she wasn't rewarded either, but there was a baseline. We had reached the equator. We had reached a middle ground, and I feel like everything was fine, and I was ready to sell it. So imagine my surprise where 10 days after I got stood up, she comes back. She's like, hey, sorry about all that. Got a little sidetracked. I go, there's no good excuse for that, okay? Unless you're getting candy. And she's like, could I still get that desk for free? And I go, absolutely not. You're too late.
You get nothing. You lose.
Okay? You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir. It's over. Okay? I extended my hand in reparations, and you spat in it. Okay? So I had to move on. I had no choice. So that's kind of how my week has gone. Feeling pretty good about it, honestly. You know what? I can't really complain. I offered to give out the desk for free, and I ended up making bags. So I think this is an absolute win. And I'll tell you this, my personal health, how is it? Let me really dissect this. Let me think about it. It's not great. Health wise, with food, with exercise, hydration, of course, phenomenal. But I am facing this new issue where I think I'm needing less and less sleep to rock. So I was going to these gigs, and they were very early, and I wanted to make sure that I fell asleep at a proper time. So I go out and I get this new melatonin. It's a new strain. Okay, I got my finger on the pulse in the drug world. Some sort of chamomile, lavender extra mix and whatever. I take it, and I'm knocking out quick. And this has never happened with any sort of sleeping medication. I'm like, whoa, I am tired, and I sunk, gone. Imagine my surprise when I wake up 45 minutes later feeling supremely well rested, but now I can't go back to sleep. And also I haven't had this new, freaking ZZ Top or whatever it's called. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Okay. I haven't had it long enough. I don't know if I want to quadruple dose it. So I'm just up and I can't sleep at all. And this was going like 3 days in a row. And I was like, all right, well, surely if I stay up all the way, my brain's going to be ready to zonk out. And I'm feeling good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not tired. I'm not exhausted. I'm just like Elf. I've got a full 40 minutes and I feel refreshed. I feel phenomenal. So I'm going to bed at 11:30 p.m. and I'm waking up right after midnight going, well, guess we're starting the day, dude. And I'm like continuing conversations with somebody that I was already having, I'm like, so anyways, sleep. Oh, just woke up. He's like, what do you mean you just responded to my text? What do you mean you got a full night's rest in between the punchline that you set up and followed through with? Dude, what do you mean? So I don't really know what to do about that. I was trying to go back to bed and I couldn't. And it did hit a wall at some point, like 3 days into it. So I did get a big fat, like 2-hour nap midday. And I was like, well, there we go. That's like 4 nights of sleep right there. And I felt phenomenal. But I thought I should try and get some more sleep. So I started getting up, I start doing some more things, and my brain just comes up with this idea. It's like, hey, here's a thought. Second nap. And I go, what's that? And I go, well, it's kind of like the first one, but a little bit longer. And when you wake up, you're going to pretend that you didn't mean to sleep as long as you did. I was like, but I got stuff to do. I was like, I know, but that's how the whole, you go, oh, that whoops, because dude, when you take a second nap, you are setting down for a coma. I didn't necessarily, but in general of the world. So everything caught up with me in this moment. I took a second nap of about 7 hours midday, dude. It was poof. It just hit. I wasn't tired until that point. Again, I felt refreshed again. And I just went, well, let me try melatonin midday, second nap. I woke up, man. I had swim trunks on and I was ready to decorate for Christmas. I don't know what just happened. I felt even more refreshed. I don't know what this strain is doing. It's just melatonin. But I don't know. I have no idea, but that's kind of how my life was this week, in the middle of the desk, in the middle of the hair and the lights. It's so weird. It's so weird to feel so good and then, but not be able to, like, I know that I'm not getting the proper amount of sleep because I'm so, huzzahing life. I'm high-fiving the universe. Like, we're back at it. Let's keep spinning. World's like, let's pause. Tristan's sleeping. We don't want to move on. It's like I'm afraid to miss anything. So I'm back now. But it's been good. Life's been good. Life's been cool. And I've been trying to get into a better sleep schedule the past 2 days or so. And we're getting there. I'm falling asleep at a good time. I'm just not sleeping long. So this is a weird little predicament. It's not my normal issue where usually I can always fall back asleep, but I can't get to sleep. And you know what? Little update. If we have any sleep experts out there, okay, Sandman, let me know what you're thinking. So I just can't sleep. I'm just sitting there. I just wake up and I'm looking at toilet seat covers or something. You know, you ever just wake up in the middle of the night and you just feel like, well, this is the very important thing. I need to be like on the cutting edge of toilet. Like that's, you know, maybe that's why I can't sleep, is that my brain, I just felt so sad and upset. It's like I just had this porcelain shame about me. I go and see other people's toilets and like my toilet, it's not on the cutting edge. It's not getting it done. Because I went to go dog sit, and you go out and you see other people's toilets and other people's thrones, and you feel bad. You come back and you look at your toilet and you feel bad about it. And I guess that's where I was. Maybe I didn't get the new toilet seat cover yet. But I think something about me was like, we got this. I gotta right this ship. And you do notice that, man. I don't know if you've been trying other people's toilets out recently, but there's a lot of big upgrades, okay? There's a lot of tech. There's a lot of bathroom tech advancements going on in the bathroom. A lot of upgrades being made, and I can't help but feel bad. I can't help but feel bad about my own toilet. And quite honestly, I think that's what Big Toilet wants me to feel. You know, they want me to feel bad, and they want to go, oh, you know what? Your throne's inadequate. You don't have all the pieces, the parts of the upgrades and the new cover. And that's why I'm up late. I can't sleep because that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking that I need to have the newest, the latest, the greatest, right? You go to somebody's toilet and now they've got all these new advancements, whether it's heated seating or auto flush or this undercoolage fan or those little la-poo-poos or whatever they're called, a bidet, go gadget, sprinkler. I'm just behind. I'm behind on the toilet times, and I can't help but feel that deep in my core. I want somebody to come over and be like, wow, this guy, he cares. He cares about what his bathroom, about what his toilet, his throne, it's shining, because I feel like I could really just open up here. And I couldn't sleep. This is a true story. I really woke up and I was like, well, look at these new toilet seat covers. I could be, like, God forbid somebody comes over and they toilet shame me, Don't potty shame me. I don't know, man. There's just a lot of stuff. It's hard to keep up, At the very least, I should get one of those little ottomans or whatever people have in all their bathrooms. Squatty potty. That's what that's called. I should get one of those. I thought about it. It's just kind of tough to do, especially if you have longer legs, man, and the toilet's already pretty low to the ground. Like, your knees are just right in your head's between your knees. You're like, this isn't comfortable. I don't care how well this is going to make the movements. I'd prefer just not to have it. But I know it's good for you, okay? That's what they be telling me, but I think it's the name more than anything. The squatty potty. There's got to be. We got a squatty potty. A squataman. The potaman. Well, there we go. There's better stuff to be had. I don't know, dude. I mean, you could call it the poop stoop. What else do you got? The platform while you're scat formed. Dude, should I work in marketing? Is that brilliant or is that horrible? I don't really know. Feel free to give your input on that. There's the what's another freaking word for poop that rhymes with shelf? The stool. A round of applause, okay? And if they haven't patented anything and you want to take those and you want to, undercut the business, it's all about names. I wholeheartedly believe that when you got a cool name, you win. You win things. So apologies to anybody named Oliver. Yikes. I'm kidding. Kind of. Weird shot to take. But you know what? The point is, guys, is that, I don't know, get a squatty potty and things will be better. I guess it's probably the best. I wouldn't buy something called the poop stoop. I probably would, but I wouldn't feel good about it, And I don't really necessarily feel good about the squatty potty either. I don't know, maybe there's more ways to innovate in the space. If it's so good to have your legs up, like I'll get one of those, is that like the leg harnesses that they have for pregnant women? Where they lift your heels up in the air. I'll just put my feet and just chain it. But it's a problem. It's a problem. It really is. And I'm sorry, guys. We've been talking about bathroom stuff all the time. I just start talking sometimes and crap comes out. We'll call that a vowel movement. He's on fire! So anyways, guys, yeah, we're having a time. We really are. What else did I do? I don't really know. Oh, I mean, I guess I could talk about that little hand job I got. Hand modeling job gig. That was very crass. Should I keep that in? That was an accident. I had a hand modeling thing to do, and that was the catalyst for me wanting to sleep better, is that my face wasn't necessarily modeling on the camera, but I wanted them to see my palms and go, those are really healthy, refreshed looking mitts. And I tried very hard, and I was trying to be so careful with my hands. I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to go golfing. I couldn't juggle any knives, any of the fun stuff that I like to do in my day to day. And yet I found myself getting cuts, and luckily they sort of healed and they didn't say anything about it. And I tried to mask them as well as I could, but it was definitely an interesting experience. I've never done anything like that before. There were some real pros, like, yeah, dude, I got another hand modeling gig after this, and another after that, and another after that. I'm like, how do you even get in the business? Like, what makes, no one's ever said good hands. I go, I don't know if my hands look right. And they go, yeah, they don't. But then I talk about my hair and they want me to feel stupid. So not a lot of uplifting sentences coming my way with my hands. And I don't know what I did to begin with. They don't really train you on hand acting at the academy. So I go in there and just holding, whatever, cups and plates and stuff, and like just moving. It was really interesting, but I guess they loved my work. And at the end of the day, I think you either got it or you don't. And I do. You can't teach it. I had it. I was ready, and I'm trying not to let it go to my head. But look, this is kind of $1 million wave. You know what I'm saying? High fives are going to be costing you. I was a little nervous, though, because I was running late to it. And Google Maps, again, I've said this before, but Google Maps can suck it. The studios, they send you links, and they all use Google Maps for some reason. And half the issue is my fault, that I don't just take the address and punch it into another app. And half the issue is just the fact that it exists. They sent me on the complete wrong lane, and I only made it on time because of this gracious old lady who let me over. I mean, I kind of just took the lane, but I think deep down she wanted me to have it. And I got there just in the nick of time. But it was a dicey experience. It was very interesting, and hopefully, we can just eradicate Google Maps from that, at least from show business and people sending it to me. It's got to be fixed. And if you use Google Maps out there, okay, I'm not saying you don't deserve love or anything, but you could deserve more love if you used a proper app. But it was a cool experience. Would I do it again? I don't know. It was very stressful, to be completely honest with you. Again, like trying to be so cognizant of your hand health. I'm freaking moisturizing constantly. And, these were real pros. Like, they just had duffel bags full of just the most premium lotion you've ever seen. And I just felt inadequate again. It felt kind of like the toilet thing all over again. And not to mention I hadn't been sleeping a lot, so maybe I was a bit out of it. But c'est la vie, life goes on, obla-di, obla-do, set it out of order, I think. But again, beautiful circle back. I don't know lyrics. Guys, that's pretty much all we had to talk about. Unless there's more, I don't know. My finger hasn't been on the pulse. I've had so much time because I haven't been sleeping. You'd think I would be catching up on news, but not a lot going on at 2 a.m. You ever wake up and then everyone else is sleeping and you're like, well, I wonder what it's over. There's nothing. I've caught up. I've seen. I've read everything, and yet somehow I've read nothing, and I'm not any more educated than I should have been. I just sat there eating. Dude, another little kick in the face. I told you I'm trying to eat healthy, and I ordered some Greek yogurt, bananas, green apples, whatever, healthy stuff. He's a freaking health nut. And they send a couple boxes of Entenmann's or whatever called, just donuts. Just donuts arrive to my door. Like the heavens of diabetes. An agent of death is like, have this. And like 90 boxes of Jell-O. Full fat, by the way. Banana, butternut, butterscotch, butter squatty potty. It's all of it. Just a bunch of beautiful flavors. It's like the world... It wants me to fall. Everyone's like, no, dude, you're not fat. You look good. And I was like, well, thank you. Do you really mean that? And they're like, sure, have some of this. And they want me to fail. And I want to get my hair cut. I don't want to look stupid. And they go, well, sure, just keep doing that. And I'm like, should I fix that light? It looks bad. And they go, yes, it does look bad. Actually, please fix that one. And I go, I'm not going to do that. And the other stuff that he says good, that's the stuff I'm going to change. So anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. I love you. You're the greatest. Unless you're the worst, then you're not. But as always, so happy to have a little bit of a chat with you. And I'll see you in the next. I'm going to start fixing stuff. He says, oh my gosh. But don't worry. When fall comes around, I'm a man of my word. Summer's for lying, lying around, lying to you. And, freaking, is there a third lie? Golf lies. Yes, let's go! It works. It's not necessarily comedy, but it's freaking... I'll see you guys.